According to a recent report, John Kelly, Donald Trump's chief of staff, made a phone call recently to EPA head Scott Pruitt to tell him to just knock it off with all of those horrible scandals that are embarrassing the Trump administration. According to people inside the Trump administration, what they told reporters at the Daily Beast was that it was absolutely not a friendly buck-up call whatsoever. John Kelly totally meant business with Scott Pruitt. This story actually highlights how ineffective and basically pathetic John Kelly's role is at the White House. Scott Pruitt deserves to be fired, and hell, he deserved to be fired before any of these scandals even came out, because the environmental damage he's causing is far, far worse than any of these scandals. But the media only wants to talk about the scandals, so let's run down just a few of them real quick. Obviously, we have the $50 a night luxury condo that he was renting from lobbyists, literally sleeping in a lobbyist bed. There's the fact that he wanted his motorcade to run their sirens so that he could get to dinner and get to the airport on time. There's his 20-person personal security detail that is costing tens of thousands of dollars, his $42,000 private soundproof phone booth, his other travel expenses, all of that. Yeah, Scott Pruitt is absolutely the swampiest swamp monster in the Donald Trump swamp today. But again, the environmental damage that this guy is trying to do is so much worse. And that is what is missing from every single one of these stories about the Scott Pruitt scandals. They can fire him, they can replace him with somebody else who may not go on a spending spree like Pruitt, but they're going to inflict the exact same environmental damage, and then the press is going to stop paying attention because nobody seems to give a damn about stories about climate change or environmental pollution or corporate malfeasance in poisoning entire cities. They just want to talk about the scandals. And John Kelly is doing absolutely nothing to rein in this administration. He is useless in the Donald Trump White House. If he wanted to save face, he could easily go up to Trump and say, we need to fire Pruitt. If Trump says no, he should go to the media and say, I firmly support the firing of Scott Pruitt. It's up to Donald Trump now. Put the pressure on him. But Kelly won't do that. Kelly understands. He came in here, he was going to be the adult in the room, but he has effectively been neutered in this position by working for a guy like Donald Trump who doesn't want to listen to anybody's advice. So he's going to make a phone call to Pruitt and tell him, hey, you better knock it off because this is real bad optics for the administration, but he's not going to do anything about it. And more importantly, he's not going to do anything about the rampant environmental destruction that's being caused under Scott Pruitt's watch. And for once, I would love to see the media focus on that rather than these scandals. If you're thinking about subscribing to our channel, I strongly encourage you to do that. But if you're not thinking about subscribing, I would encourage you to start thinking about it, and then once you're thinking about it, actually go and do it. You can see the subscribe button right there on the screen, or if you're watching on a different platform, go to youtube.com/theringoffire.